Hello everyone and welcome back to the Summer of Animation here on the slasherkz channel. I am of course your host, slasherkz, and welcome to a lovely commentary on the 1994 Roadrunner cartoon Chariots of Fur, directed by Chuck Jones. I'm here to do a commentary, but I'm not alone because I'm with my good buddy Bailey, who I dragged against his will to do this.
Yo,
How you doing?
what's up? I'm good.
Now, I brought Bailey along with me because he is currently studying animation, so he should know a thing or two about stuff.
Yes, sir. Just finished my first year, on to my second.
There you go. So, just a little thing up here. The quality of this cartoon may not be the best because I don't know. I'm finding all my cartoons on YouTube, so I'm trying to find a better way to find them. But so far, the quality might not be the best, but it's at least it's the entire cartoon in its entirety. So Bailey, I just want to ask you, because since you're the first guest for the commentaries,
Yeah.
what's your experience with animation and or Looney Tunes in general, just so we have an idea of what you stand on all that.
Well, obviously Looney Tunes is a classic, you know? It's paved the path for like a lot of our modern animation. Honestly, it's just like it's like a master class in terms of like exaggeration. And yeah, for sure.
Do you have a certain, like, I know for me my favorite cartoons are the Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote cartoons, but do you have a certain, if you ever went back and watched Warner Brothers cartoons, is there a certain set of characters that you like to watch, or you just like to watch any of them in general?
I'd say when I was a kid I would probably watch like all of the Bugs Bunny ones, to be honest. Those and the Pepe Le Pew ones.
Oh yeah, I remember watching those.
For sure.
Yeah, because we both. Keep going. I cut you off there.
No. I don't know if you had like the retro Teletoon thing, where it's like it had like all of those retro like reruns and stuff like that.
That was the best thing ever. I'm so sad that that thing's gone now.
Yeah, I know. It was the either, you know, Teletoons or what else would be on there? Like the old Scooby-Doo cartoons and the Smurfs.
Oh yeah, like a bunch of old classic stuff. Cause for us specifically, we grew up in the lovely time of the early 2000s, and you know, if people aren't aware, Looney Tunes kind of had this resurgence in the 90s with like Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, stuff like that. And then we had Space Jam, and we got Looney Tunes Back in Action in 2003. So Looney Tunes was, in the early 2000s, still was a relevant thing, but then after Back in Action, it kind of went dormant for about a few years, and, you know, I mean, I feel like we are kind of, we're kind of grateful that we grew up in the early 2000s, because, like, and Wiley just commits suicide. That's lovely. I think sure you can agree that we're really gracious that we grew up in the time period that we did.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we didn't grow up with no fancy iPhones or iMacs. I mean, we grew up
like
with
on the edge of it, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
we were on the edge. Like, I still remember having Windows XP when I was a kid, and I would go on that a lot. Like, Jesus.
Yeah,
and technically we can count, we're like the first generation who kind of grew up with like YouTube, if that, because like I remember watching like Let's Plays and stuff like that, and I was like 9 or 10, and that's never really gone away.
No.
Nothing's gone away. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but clearly it's worked because you're watching a video on my channel.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But you know, it's fun. And again, I do hope to have a lot more guests on here. But Bailey, I thought, he's studying animation. He kind of knows what the hell he's doing. So I thought, why not bring him on here? He's easy to contact. I mean,
so Zach, what would you say is your favorite like short? Like, do you have like an episode or that you like the most?
One of my favorites.
In terms of Looney Tunes, I mean.
In terms of Looney Tunes, one of my favorite cartoons. Well, some of them are like the classic cartoons with Bugs, Elmer, and Daffy. Just talking around and doing like the slapstick kind of thing, the rabbit season, duck season type deal. Another one would also be it's called Fast and Furious, the first Roadrunner cartoon. That's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Nice.
over my life, I've seen a bunch of cartoons, especially for Looney Tunes. So it's really hard to remember specific names, but
No problem.
You got any specific ones? Well, we still have a minute left in this cartoon.
Oof. For Looney Tunes, I really wouldn't have like I wouldn't know what to call them. I just like categorize them in terms of like, like the characters and like which ones are like I said, like the Bugs Bunny and like the Pepe Le Pew ones,
Oh yeah.
Just like the whole thing in general.
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah. And just the fact, like, I kind of do wish that they would go back to making some theatrical shorts, because they did that back like in 2013, but I wish they would go back and make some more, because just going to the theater, watching the cartoon, seeing that Warner Brothers logo, it's really cool, but I don't know if we'll see that for a while. I mean, we might, but I don't know.
But there's always hope,
There is always hope, but we have about 10 seconds left here, but thank you very much, Bailey, for joining me on this lovely cartoon, and I'll see you guys next time on another commentary for Summer of Animation.
No problem. See you guys.